VOD. Hello, VOD watchers as well. There's a couple of minutes of talking on the stream. I was just saying, well, really by the couple of minutes, I mean couple of seconds. But what I was saying is that, yeah, I have the rubber band ball, the camera, and Ruckus not even 5 minutes into the stream asks me to do that. So let me do that real quick. Fine. Thanks, Ruckus, by the way. Okay, we're back. So I was thinking about something like right there. So, yes, I do have microphones there, but here's the issue. The AC in my apartment messes with the audio of the mics in the living room. So this is my living room, and across the wall, you see that flower pot on the top left of the screen or so? That's where I'm at. I can't really wave my hand because it's too tall for me, but those mics there, they're separate than the one I'm speaking through right now. So part of the issue, I've already talked about it before, but I'd like to talk about it, is the fact that these mics pick up very little sound, including my AC. So if I have the AC on, you're gonna get a full blast, like the air from the AC. So it's kind of tricky for me to play the things, and there's a lot of things to solve. So I was thinking about adding something so that there won't be dead air, and it is what I'm trying to say. I need to figure that out. So thanks for reminding me about that, Ruckus. That's actually a good point as well. That's another challenge I have. It's because the app I'm using, and that's my phone, by the way. This camera is my phone. I am aware of the focus. So I'm using SCRCPY, like that. I think that's how it's spelled. Hang on. How's it spelled? Let me check my downloads here. Yeah, SCRCPY. That's what I'm using to basically hijack my phone's camera. So this is my phone. But this app does not have a way for me to mess with the focus point. So that's just something I have to live with until I get a better camera setup. And I'm aware of it. I don't like it. It's really difficult for me to live record. But whenever I do the random clips on, like whenever I do decide to record random clips of myself, it's a lot easier to control it. So I'm very limited, yes. In sometime in the future, after I pay all my debt, because that's the American dream, right? Pay your debt. Once I get my own place, I am absolutely going to have my own recording space, which just does include cameras, mics, everything to make it look actually professional. Because right now, this is my living room. This instrument takes up the entire living room. And it's really hard for me to clean up the audio. And my biggest gripe about it is the fridge. I cannot hide the fridge because otherwise I can turn off my fridge, yes, but my food's going to go bad. I don't want that. I can bear with turning off the AC for a little bit, but the fridge is a no-go. So there's always going to be fridge noise, and I can't deal with it. There's a lot of little challenges with the whole recording stuff, but either way, it's a start, right? Yeah, I appreciate that instant point routine. I was not really ready, but yeah, sometime during the break, I will play a little tune. I was thinking about something, so I'll share that whenever it's ready. And speaking of challenges, on the last episode, we were able to get tier 7 waterline. And this was a fun challenge that took me like 2 days to figure this out. It was 2 separate episodes. But the final solution is this. It looks like a nightmare, but no, it's actually not that bad. It's essentially decoding the signal we get from the controller. It does magic in what I call I'm gassy, icy, and then it controls a bunch of these fluid tanks with the fluids. And it definitely worked. Now, check it out. If I look up grade 7. Oh man, we're up to 10 million. So it's working. Whenever I see 10 million, that means we're pretty good. And if I look up grade water, they are all stocked up. So none of my water lines are running right now because we're stocked up fully. And if I need more than 10 million, which is probably true at some point, then I can just increase the level emitter right here, which is set to 10 million. Let me drink some water. And then, what else did we do? That was pretty much it. Yeah, the last episode was pretty much just us getting this figured out. And also, let me show you a real quick peek of the actual IC circuit. That if in case you didn't see it, there it is. It's a, it was fun. It was a fun challenge trying to figure this out. And I can definitely make it look nicer, but I'm not going to try that because there really isn't a. If it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Is what I'm trying to say. But this is a mess. It probably can definitely be like cleaned up, but we don't need to worry about that because it works. As proof, we have 10 million already. So, with that, we are now able to craft the crafting input buffers. And check it out, off camera, we have 11. So they all actually they did finish crafting. And this does bring me to like, I know I've talked about this before, but I like to play the pack in phases, right? And the biggest phase we were on right now was trying to get these crafting input buffers. And the big wall, the big wall or big stopper for us was the water line up to grade 7. But we have that done. Which brings me to my next conversation. What is the next phase for us? And I think right now it's just making more crafting input buffers, but to the point where it's like actually really easy to craft them, because right now they are extremely expensive and they take a while to craft. So I think that's our next challenge, is to upgrade our base so that we can craft crafting input buffers faster, so we can craft more crafting input buffers. That's really the main challenge. We got to wrap up our base for sure to start accounting for these. So one of the first things I wanted to do, actually, well, we can take advantage of this. But one of the first things I wanted to do, you may have seen this in my bookmarks for a while. I haven't really talked about it. The wireless charger. So I want this because pretty soon I'm gonna start really expanding the base, and like the decoration blocks are totally free, but power is not. And the amount of power that this thing consumes to add a ton of area, it's a lot of power. And we don't have a very good way of charging this thing. I think I can even show you which one we have. It's all the way over here. This one, Mark IV, which is, I have no idea. Say Mark IV or Mark V? Mark V, sorry. That looks like it's a IV, right? one up of EV, yeah. So we might as well just craft the most expensive one, which I think is this one. But one issue that I was facing with crafting this is that it costs this quantum plate, and yeah, this needs UEV alloy blast melter. And why is that a problem? Because this is our only alloy blast melter. If you've been here a while, I've been hiding this guy from the background. I do bring him up, but this really is the only one. And it's at UHV power. So I think I'm going to take this opportunity to like convince myself I should finally upgrade this to at least a mega. And that's exactly what I did. So off camera, I crafted it. And I also crafted all of the supporting blocks. So I think this has neutronium glass and draconium coils. Like this, I believe. Let me double check. Yeah, I did craft all of the draconium coils off camera. We can probably go up to infinity next, but I didn't want to try that until another time. And then neutronium glass and basically all of this. Yeah, we do have basically everything. No, not the glow. Did you get consumed somewhere else? Oh, yeah, you did. Okay. We probably don't even need that, honestly. We can probably just stick with osmium glass. I think that's what I did. Because UV tier glass required for Tech laser hatches. Energy hatch limited by glass tier. This machine can run recipes regardless of tier if given enough energy. So I can totally just use osmium glass and give it a really big laser hatch. I think that's what it is. So we're going to do that. Just so I don't have to wait around for neutronium glass. But there it is. Go ahead and copy it to hologram projector. So this is the first thing we're going to do. Okay. But yeah, I am excited to record more music stuff. I have plans for it. Actually, I haven't really talked about it, but I gave my dad a little project because he has the tools right back home. I don't really have a place to work on things, but one of the things I asked him to make me. I drew up like a kind of like a little simple schematic, but it's going to be frames, like wooden frames, and the idea is that they're going to box me in, and I would throw like blankets over them to help with the sound treatment. And the idea is that they're going to be mobile, so whenever I'm talking like right here, they're going to be behind me and to my right. And then whenever I play the instrument, I can move them over to my living room and try to improve the sound like that. It's just a little project that I was thinking about, and it sounds like it'll happen pretty soon. I might show you guys whenever it actually finishes. I just thought I'd mention that. But anyways, this man, I can probably just put you right here. Right here? Let's try right here. Oh, I've also like tried to clean up around the place, and another one of the decisions I'm making is that I'm not really going to follow that pattern that I constrained myself with. For example, right here. So whenever I move on to the next area, it's going to like depend on the biggest one. I'm not really gonna constrain myself to that anymore because that does take time to set up. I guess I'll show you what I'm talking about as I go. But let's set up the Mega Alloy Blast Melter. Put this back in storage. Oh, this guy's gonna be so good for us. So, get some qubit like usual. I'm so excited to do this. So the whole idea with these crafting input buffers, well, for really the my train of thought, this is what I want to do. We craft the charger, right? And this charger is going to let us place down so many more blocks without us losing power because of the charging rate. And then with that, I can really expand the base. Exactly how I'm going to expand the base, I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. I'm also going to drink water. But I'm excited. Okay, so how's this guy going to go? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you are 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Structure depends on non-existent sub-channel coil. No. Coil? What coil is... Oh, it even tells me, okay. I think I can look up awakened draconium coils, right? And it tells me what channel. Indicates a value 11 for... Oh, that's so useful. I like how he's gonna be thick. He can totally fit over here also. Finally. I'm pretty sure some of you have been silently complaining, when is Burning gonna make Mega Alloy Blast Melter? It's happening. It's happening right now as we speak. It's about time. It's just our first one. So that's also what I was thinking. So it looks like the central area of our base, basically all of this rectangle, and we would expand it even further, right? But all of this is going to be for like one-off things. So if I just need something, just something going, right, then I would put it over here. But the machine spam, that's going to go on the sidelines. Preferably like for a machine here, and then we would go all the way out per machine type. So like centrifuges, for example, if I need a ton of them, I would just put them right here, and then we'll go like that. And then we would just do that for any other machine that we would need to mass produce. Right. So that's what I was thinking. And then for all the one-off things, I would just add them somewhere here in the center area. But I do have to think of something, because of course it's the base is gonna get pretty big at some point very soon, actually. Get a laser target. So that's problems. I guess you need a maintenance hatch. Oh, I forgot to make these off camera. That's okay. That mode, exchanging, you, replace you, and there we go. I'm still gonna do the border, because I do like how it looks in NEI or journey map. It's a clear distinction. I guess I'm just gonna replace it. That's an Aegon. There we go. Okay. Make it look at least a little bit presentable on the surface. There. Okay. So, how am I going to power you? I would like the power to come off of here. Let's say right here. Yeah. Right. Yes, right here. So it'll come off straight here. And it'll go all the way over here. I'll go into the middle of this one. So right there is where I would put the laser source hatch. No, target. Like that. And do you build? Yes, you do. Okay. And then we would need a mirror. I think we only need one mirror. And a bunch of laser vacuum pipes. I'm going to pause this machine and I'm going to break all of our connections here. Oh, there it is. How do you, like, deal with that? It's all personal world things, so I just have to turn it back on. Hang on. That's not too bad. This one, that one was broken. This one. Yeah, that's going to happen every time I set up a new machine. Vacuum freezer is always one of them also. Chemical bath? Nope. You? No, you're good. Also you guys. Oh, my tree growth simulators. I still appreciate that it's going to give me the warning. But I definitely have to, like, figure out a way to do that. Swap them out while they're on molten neutronium. Swap them out while they're still running, because it likes to break. Anyways. So you are going to be a different color, actually, because I usually use green for UV. It's cables. But because setting it the same color is going to cause them to act funny, I have to do the different color. I can just use lime. It's close to green, right? Put it right there. You're not going to get that much power. Okay, so I'm trying to get to UEV, right? So 256, is that going to be enough? Yeah, I'll stick with 256. It's fine. I'll cry about it when it ends up being too much power. So make this lime instead of green so that it doesn't connect with this green wire. There you go. All right. And this is now working. So input separation on. I think that's fine. Okay. So this is what I'm thinking. For recipes that are, for example, the molten quantum, right? I patterned the recipe, but I can't actually do it because it's too much power for that other one. But for things like this is where I'm kind of curious if because this one just takes items. So but we have one that does take fluids. We might as well just make this one a circuit 8. But is it possible to add different circuits into the recipe? Like, how does that work? Or do I have to give it one thing? Also ignores other patterns within the same bus. Okay, so that means I can just give it a ton of different circuits. I think that's how I want to try it. And so this guy is going to give only output hatch, I think. I think it's only fluids that you output. I guess we'll find out. Oh, also, how do I... Okay, that's not too bad, actually. We have a lot of channels here. Black cable. You know what? I gotta say, I'm kind of glad to get back into the multi-block setups. Because we were on the waterline for... It was for a couple episodes, right? Not just tier 7, but the other ones as well. We were doing about 1 or 2 of them per episode, but I guess after a week, we're finally back to multi-block setups and progression. And we're probably at a point where we can proceed, but I don't want to yet because another concern I have is power. Because I'm starting to like really give these machines power. For example, this one's 134,000. And I am giving plenty of them about this much power as well. We have 1.6 billion to work with, UITIC, but I don't want to stretch that too much. So that was another thing I did off camera, was actually make a couple more Naquadal reactors. At least I thought I did. I guess I didn't. Okay, never mind. Well, that's what I want to do at some point is... I think what I'm going to do pretty soon is actually replace these two and just add 4 more NAC reactors and then start going for Mark IV fluid. Mark IV... I can't say it. Mark IV Naquadal fuel. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to give this one 3 crafting input buffers for now. And I'll show you why. So what I need to do is have a bunch of them in one. Hang on, place manual items. So this one has room for 9 different circuits, plus another one. And most of the time there's no conflicts, I imagine. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is start moving patterns over. Get a compressed chest, at least an empty one. Start moving patterns. You're finally getting upgraded. Yeah, because for example, this one, I have basically circuits 2, 3, 4, and 5 in here. And maybe even 1. And then the other one I have other ones, 6, 7, 8, 11. 21 and 22, what are you even for? Oh, strontium and weird things like that, right? Most in thallium. I'm just gonna give it these over here. So I'm gonna break you, and then start moving the patterns over there. So this one should technically be into this one. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, whatever, because it's circuit 8. Yeah, okay. Okay. Bye. Bye. So, not wireless header cut. I just need a quartz cutting knife. So not this one. What do you mean device offline? Okay, don't lie to me. Alloy. Blast. Smelter. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Yeah. Place manual items. I think it'll work like that. I'm just gonna do what I've been doing, and well, I guess we'll hope and pray that it nothing breaks. And say it with me. I say it very often. One way to find out. Then this next one is going to be for the other circuits that I had over there. Would be for these. So 6, 7, 8, 11. And then put those guys here. There's nothing in there, right? Nope. Okay. Okay. Oh man, I love this. 6, 7, 8, 11. And then name this alloy blast smelter. 6, 7, 8, 11. So that goes there. Then all the other ones as well. So I technically don't need this one yet, but we'll come back to it if I do. And then just for consistency, I'm going to break the original one. You will be used probably to craft more of them because I'm going to need a lot of those, I'm pretty sure. And these were all set up with the inventory relay in the middle. That's especially why I want to do crafting input buffers. It replaces the need for having these weird setups. Like a relay and things like that. Probably most likely also helps with lag by a great deal. And the funny thing is that for most recipes in the alloy blast smelter, they just deal with items. So for example, if I look up one of the fluids that's being crafted here. So miraging steel, right? Let's look at miraging steel. 250. So this one just needs items, right? So I could totally just use a crafting input bus and not the buffer. But some of them do have fluids in there, so I'm like, it's easier just to deal with that. So make them all crafting input buffers. Now, I'm curious if it deals with conflicts correctly. I guess we'll see. Because it does say that it ignores everything else within its within the same, ignores other patterns within the same bus. So I imagine that means conflicts. I guess we'll see, because for the most part, none of these recipes conflict with each other. Change ME connection behavior by right clicking with the wire. I do want to see what that means. Front side only. Oh, shift right click. Does that do anything? Front side only. Okay. I guess that means if I do that, it'll actually I won't need this wire, right? If I keep going across. That's interesting. Okay, but let's say I try to craft some quantum. Quantum is the expensive stuff. You need stellite. You need quantum to get stellite to get quantum, of course. This is a mixer. That's all super cheap stuff. Go for it. Mixer blank. So one of the bigger projects I would love to do, we're not ready for it yet, but whenever I get enough crafting input buffers to basically replace this, I don't want to do universal automation anymore because it's a little tricky to set up. I'm going to need multiple chemical reactors, multiple mixers, because there's only so much room. But I can probably cram all of this in the one precise assembler that we have. But I would like to continue with that until I get more crafting input buffers. Okay, are you good to start? Recipe needs higher structure tier. What are you talking about? You have enough power though. Unless you have to be that specific power tier. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Oh. Drink water here. This machine can run recipes regardless of tier, given enough energy. That's a complete lie, apparently. And then can also use normal ABS coil. Okay. Energy hatch limited by glass tier. UEV tier glass unlocks all. So this recipe says here requires higher structure tier, required 10. Is that UEV? That's totally UEV tier 10. So you do have to get upgraded. So that's going to be a little tricky, actually. Okay. I guess we're going to spend a little bit of time trying to work our way up that. That shouldn't be too much of a problem, though. This one has some stuff in it. I can return items back to AE. And then we'll go, okay. So we do have UEV energy hatches, but I think we might as well start upgrading to glass. I think it's the glass that it needs, right? Because it says you can run recipes regardless until you have that. So maybe you need a better glass. What is the UEV tier glass? Hang on, hey, let me check the bookmark it. Energy hatch limited by glass tier. UEV tier glass unlocks all. UV tier glass required for Gregtech laser hatches. That's, you have UV tier glass. Yes. Energy hatch limited by glass tier. So I think we have to give this UEV tier glass. Cosmic neutronium. Reinforced borosilicate glass block. Which can be done, but it's a little bit pricey. So I'm gonna do it. Fluid solidifier blank, and then how much do I need for this? 339. So I'm gonna go ahead and just make a stack at a time. And check this out. You know what? This is a good proof of concept. We're gonna give that specific one the crafting input buffer. Because it'll really work. If it tries to craft multiple things, it'll push everything at once, and it'll work with parallels faster, instead of relying on what I give it. So, I can totally replace these two. I don't need this anymore. And this one, I can just cram into here. Just like that. Make things look a lot nicer. Where are you facing? Like that. And then give me my fluid solidifier casing. There. I'm going to make this, call it the fluid solidifier blank. Here are all your patterns. And nothing needs to be here. And I guess this also replaces these guys, right? The solidifier hatches, because they technically do the same thing. I can just give them the manual items right there, right? Yeah. So that no longer needs to be there either. And there we go. Bye, 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 bye. Okay. So if I try to craft, how much glass do I need? 339. Okay. Do you really take that long to craft? Boron dust. How am I making this? Oh, an electrolyzer, right? Yeah, with borax, I think, or something like that. I'm making it with something. Not sure. Oops. Too far. Too far. There it is. Okay, so it's making 5 at a time. Not too bad. You're also running at UEV power. So it's crafting them. And what I will also start working on is UEV lasers, I think. That's going to be a little expensive, though. But we might as well try future-proofing it. It's a little expensive. I don't think I want to do that. Plus, we don't really have a good assembler yet for UEV. I'm going to hold off on this. I think giving it the glass should fix it, because it says there this machine can run recipes regardless of tier. But I think it still needs the glass to be considered that tier. And I think it's based on that line. Energy hatch limited by glass tier. UEV tier glass unlocks also. Maybe I just need to give it the cosmic neutronium glass. In that case, I can just use the matter manipulator for that to replace everything whenever it's ready. Okay, in the meantime, what can I do? Wireless charger. If I try to craft this, it is missing. It's just missing the quantum plates, actually. Yeah, it's pretty much all it's missing. It doesn't really have to craft anything else. It's got everything ready. Okay. So we'll just wait a little bit for the glass. Water. Okay. And I guess there's some things we can start upgrading with the crafting input buffers. For example, the space assembler itself to actually craft crafting input buffers can totally be upgraded. So this is the setup. It's very simple. The same thing. Dual interface into a relay, which feeds into a quadruple hatch, but now we don't need that anymore. Which does free up like physical space for the multi-block. And this is what I mean. So I can totally just have a crafting input buffer right there, and then the output bus right next to it. There, makes it look a lot nicer. And then we'll call this base. I'm trying to keep the same, yeah, space ass. Okay. Same naming convention for all the assemblers. There we go. Yeah, that'll take a while. Okay, so that is good to go. No, you're working. Don't lie to me. Wait, why are you broken? Oh. Oh, you're too low. Hang on. There you go. Rename this. All right. So another thing we pretty much decided on last episode as well is the fact that we're going to like recommit to level maintaining. So this is what we have so far. We have neutronium and superconductor base UV. I do want to commit to this, but actually there's no but to it. Really the main reason is because some of these processes, like in order for me to automate, for example, superconductor base UV for the tier 7 water line, it's tricky. There's a lot of steps to it, and I'd rather not. So I think at that point we want to just do level maintaining. Go back to it. But it's going to be so much easier to do that now that we have these crafting input buffers. We're about a third of the way there. So one of the things I wanted to start crafting, for example, is the compact Mark III fusion. We're going to need this. At least one of them. Because for things like tritanium, we need a lot of this stuff. I think if I try to craft a crafting input buffer, if I try to make even one of them, I think we need tritanium somewhere. No, I guess not, but we still use tons of tritanium in a lot of the UHV recipes. And really the only way we craft this is right over here. Right here. That's it. It's just one Mark III fusion. So I think it's time to start working on a Mark III compact. So we have Mark I compact right here. Oh yeah. He's the one that started everything, this entire second part of the playthrough. And then we have a compact Mark II, which sole purpose is to make me iridium. Uh-oh. Am I out of tungsten? Oh, this is another reason I want to do level maintaining. It's easier to actually manage things like this. What's going on over here? This is where we make our tungsten, molten tungsten. Actually, so we try to make it here, and then it goes into over here. I don't like this setup. Raw silicon. So this guy has not been working for a while. Probably because I've had it turned off for the longest time. That's totally deserved. Okay. But yeah, at some point I want to start moving everything to just level maintaining. It'll make things a lot easier. I'm not going to tear down anything I already have though, because that's just asking for problems. So no, don't do that. Okay. But yes, while we're waiting for the cosmic neutronium, I can totally work for Mark III compact. Unless Mark IV compact? That even achievable at this point? Or is that just like, you don't do that? Like, can you go straight to Mark IV compact? Is what I'm wondering. There's no way, right? So you need these fusion machine casing Mark IIIs. No idea. This seems atrocious, so don't worry about it. Compact fusion coil Mark II prototype. Yeah, I don't think we can do this. Probably could, but I'm not going to worry about it. We're just going to go straight to compact fusion Mark III, I think. And then we'll upgrade from there. So this one is going to be a fun recipe. And for us to even do this one, we need to be able to study compact fusion control Mark II. So we have one, and I think honestly, I can just steal it and tear this down. Because the sole purpose of this one is making molten iridium for the radon plasma. But we can make molten iridium through the fluid extractor. Alright, because iridium is one of those things that we have tons of, and we are level maintaining the iridium line already. So I'm like, what's more worth it? Having molten iridium or like through compact fusion? Or just making another Mark II? And you know what? Don't tear down anything that's already working, because you're going to break everything. So we're just going to try to craft this. This is going to be extremely expensive, but that is okay. Craft it. Oh, come on. Compact fusion computer Mark II. We have to research this man. Stop with the alloy rods. Oh, come on. Why do you do this? How do I get it to like restart the whole crafting? I have to go from like here, right? Compact and start it right away. Yeah, so that it doesn't steal anything. So this is going to be expensive. I don't think we're going to craft this in time, but we'll get it started at least. Well, it's mostly ingots. And we do have a lot of circuits available, so we'll watch it for a little bit. Which does remind me, one of the first things I want to set up, like one of the first bulk machines I want to set up is a bunch of... where are they? These guys. A bunch of advanced ASS lines for parallelization for things like... Where is it? Circuit crafting also, we have to upgrade that. But things like this, the bioprocessing units. We have to make a bunch of these, and yeah, it's kind of slow. But if I have a lot of these advanced ASS lines, it's going to speed that up. That's one of the first things I want to start mass producing. But the pipeline, is that the right word for it? Is to improve our power, which does remind me, maybe I can start making the Nakodal reactors. I think that'll be next episode, honestly, is setting up more power. Because if I check out the fuel, we have 3.2 million. We have plenty of this fuel, so I'm okay with throwing more power into this setup here. And we totally could, but it's gonna look funny. And I'm okay with funny. Oh shush, Thaumcraft. Yeah, because I would like more power, because whenever things are running like crazy, like right now, yeah, we're in the billions of EU out. So 1 billion consumption. It sounds bad, but we do generate 1.6 billion. So we have, like, we're okay. Oh, you know what? Another thing to look at is actually the UHV capacitor. That's right. So this man is actually super expensive because of a bunch of reasons, but I think it's the ultimate battery that's really the real trouble with this, is the ultimate battery. Yeah. Let's start setting up recipes for this at least. So I was trying to do this one, but I think we have the research for it, but just not able to craft the thing yet. Yeah, we can totally craft it, but it's this ultimate battery here. So this one needs Mark II module, but I think we're like kind of far away from the... Yeah, never mind, not happening. So this one can totally be made here. And I am going to set that up in the ASS line. It'll be up tier. Right there. But here's the issue. So things like energy clusters, we can totally upgrade those and craft them in the assembly in the space assembly instead of here. So this one needs all the previous steps. Even the energy modules can totally be made there instead, but we need opticals, so That isn't too bad, right? Because we have xenoxine. Yeah, we can totally do opticals. Let me check on my xenoxine setup, which is somewhere over here, right? Yeah, over here. Yeah, you're working. Completely forgot this existed, by the way. Haven't I don't pay attention to this. It just kind of works by itself. Okay, so we'll go ahead and set that up. Things like energy modules, labotronic energy orbs. I think I want to start moving everything to the space assembler. So let me do that first. Actually, moving recipes. I search for space assembler Mark 1. So we move that one. Radiation proof plate. So basically every recipe here that is previously made somewhere else, I want to start moving it over. Oh, we can do singularity cells also, right? Yeah, we totally could. Why would I want this? I don't want it, but it's cool that we can do that. Advanced stocking input hatch. Eh, that's the good one. All this other stuff. Is accounted for black hole seed? No, thank you. Pattern optimization matrix. What's this? I've seen this before, but I don't know what it actually does. After calculating a big order, just click Optimize Patterns and you'll be welcomed by a new window. At this point, you can also disable singular patterns from optimization. Okay. I'm going to have to research how this works because I'm pretty sure this is like super useful. I'll come back to that though. But these are the recipes that I want to fix. So ultimate battery, that one is, we can't do this because it's Mark II module, but energy cluster, yes. Energy module, thank you. Labotronic energy orb cluster and advanced radiation proof plate. Okay. So advanced radiation proof plate. There we go. Let me just make one group at a time because I don't know how many. Actually, you're a crafting input buffer, right? So make a whole stack at a time, sure. And then next up is Labotronic energy orb cluster. There we go. I'm just gonna make one at a time. Oh, never mind. I can't do that. Hypogen. The heck is hypogen? This is the one you make in the fusion reactor, right? But you need Mark IV for this, which is Rugnor. That does not sound like that's a real thing. Which is also another Mark IV. Quantum and Infinity. Quantum is what we're actually working on right now. Okay, so we can't use the space assembler for everything yet. Gotcha. I'm assuming this one as well, right? Space-time wire. I didn't notice that. Okay, never mind. So you guys are going to stay. Yeah, you're going to stay in the ass line right there. And I have to rename the pattern. Dang it. Okay. So U, 2, 3. Okay, I think that's back to normal. But this one I can totally craft, right? Yes. Yeah. Okay, sure. Okay. So I think that's all we can do, but how bad is the UHV super or UHV capacitor? It's honestly doable. All of this stuff is just what do you call it? Buffers. So it is doable. And by doable, I mean this is an overnight craft, and I might start it up off camera. I saw something it needs in the millions where I saw it. I think it was like platinum bolts or something. Craft 9.4 million bolts. How much stuff do you need? 82 MB. It might be time to actually upgrade our computers. I neglected that for a while, actually, now that I think about it. Do that. It's not really a focus, but what is a focus is our, I'm going to cancel this, is our cosmic neutronium. Boom. Then exchange. Select you. And then go ahead and select everything. That, but only replace you. There you go. Okay, so how about now? Are you you didn't get replaced, sorry. Okay. You did not get replaced either. I think I'm just bad at aiming. Okay, so what happens if I craft quantum now? You have the right glass for it. That's what it was. It just needs the glass. And there goes 120 million EU a tick. Yeah, because crafting quantum is actually super slow. 600 seconds for UEV. That's slow. It's also a major reason why I wanted the Mega Alloy Blast Smelter, because yeah, it's not going to cut it with just one energy hatch with the original one. But we're getting quantum now, which is pretty good. Which means I should be able to craft a wireless charger. I just need to make a recipe for the plate. Fluid solidifier, we do have UEV, so I can do this. Fluid solidifier plate. Why'd you make a noise? Did you break and then actually like repaired itself? Is that how it works? It's cool. All right, so we're just gotta wait for this to finish crafting, and then I can make the wireless charger. So exactly where am I gonna put it? Got no idea. But I can give it a UHV energy hatch at least. I think you only, or you can accept one or two. And supply 2 amps. I need a dynamo hatch. Because I'm gonna get it directly from the capacitor bank. I'll give it a 4 amp dynamo hatch because I can. Right. Yeah, I totally can, sure. Okay, is the quantum finished? Yeah. Okay. Craft it. Go for it. I honestly don't need the dynamo hatch. I can just plug it into like literally any UHV line. We have a whole bunch of them, so I'm just gonna connect it to, I don't know, this one. This one's 64 amps. How much are you getting over here? And not even that much power, so I'm gonna plug it in right here. Right here. It'll be right here. Yeah, sure. No, I'll connect it right next to, I don't know, it's fine. Molten octiron. Let me check on you, because you're also something that takes a while to craft, I think. Oh no, it finished. Transmission component might take, or might get stuck somewhere. Oh, you're stuck with the MPIC wafers. Oh, you're stuck on a lot of things. Who's crafting these wafers? You. Oh, because you're crafting something else, right? Yeah. I'm just gonna put them back in storage. Get out of there. Where is all of our crystal processing units being made? Oh, it's you. Get out. I don't need you guys. I want you to work on the transmission components. Oh, that's finished. Okay. And it is crafting in the UHV assembler, which is... Oh, it's going to take a while because that's 225 seconds, right? Oh... Oh, it's only 28 seconds because I am giving it a lot of power. That's right. We have our charger. And I'm going to break the original one because we don't need it anymore. Bye. And bye. I don't need that either. And we will plug it in somewhere that has UHV power. I don't think it really matters. So I'll plug it in somewhere in the central next to the actual power. So which would be right here, I think. I think this is a good spot. I don't know if it's like... I'm just going to put it here. Yeah, I don't know. I won't second guess myself. UHV power. This is UHV as well. There you go. You have now entered charging range. That one. What's a good charging range to do? The local mode is can supply 2 amps to each player within 180 meters. How much is 180 meters? That's a couple chunks. I'm going to do mixed mode, I think. Now we'll do long range mode. Okay. Stargate soon, right? Actually, we're making good progress. I've been streaming a lot more often. Oh. As soon as you said that, demonic, the game lagged. Better not be that charger that broke everything. The demonic's presence causes lag somehow. I think it recovered. Okay. But yeah, we've been streaming a lot more often, so I would say we're making pretty good progress, I think. Okay, so that resolves this. Compact Fusion Mark II is still something I want to craft, so I think I'm just going to get the recipe going. Compact Fusion Mark II, because I need the research for it. At least I don't think I have the research for it. I'm pretty sure I don't, but it'd be funny if I did. Highly doubt it, though. Because I am not going to go around spending... Yeah, when did you change color? What the heck? I won't complain. Yeah, there's no way. So I'm going to request this craft. At least again. Enjoy. And then we'll just let it run for a while, and then I'll come back to it. But now that we have the long range wireless charger, a UHV one, I should be better off with the matter manipulator. So I think it's time for me to start planning for like bigger base expansion. First thing I'm gonna do actually is set aside an area for more NAC reactors, right? And I think I have to move both of these machines. So this machine isn't actually being used anymore because I pretty much tore this setup down. Yeah. So I'm going to rip apart this whole thing, and it's going to be more space for more NAC reactors. I would like to add 4 more of them. And you know what? Let's do that right now, actually. Cancel you again for the nth time. So I want 4 of you. And then try to make everything else. So 1, 2, 3. Bunch of casings here. So radiation proof casing is 120 times 4. 48 times 4. Radiation proof whatever's is 68. Or 30, 36 times 4 minus 68. Tungsten steel pipe casing, that we have a lot of those. Let that craft in the background. It doesn't look too expensive. I'll let it go. But these machines, I do want to move. This one for sure, it's not being used anymore. So, goodbye. I will rebuild you whenever I set up the new area. Because you're going to be part of the machine spam to process all of the fun dusts and things. Okay. Just dump everything back in storage. So these guys, my MEIO port and a hypercard, but you got consumed making the docking input hatch, right? Oh, I didn't even realize that you consume those for the stocking input hatch. Oh, no wonder they're so expensive. There's not a lot of things in here though, so it's okay. There we go. I think that's everything, right? Yeah. I might as well decompose everything because I can. Hmm? Sure. Goodbye. Don't need this anymore. And then we go back and clean up that little mess that I made right here. Yeah, this isn't really used for anything. It's been disconnected for a while, actually. So, which does remind me. Disconnect the ones that were initially connecting to it. So, dehydrator is also another one. I'm gonna rip out the dehydrator as well because you're not doing anything either. Oh, yo, we're just barely getting NAC without alloy coil upgrades. Okay. Oh man, about time. Is there anything in here? Yes, there is. So I need the MEIO port again. Thank you. Go put it over there in our bulk storage. Okay. Bye bye. There we go. Okay. And you go by. And we go back and clean up the 2 spots. Ellie, how's your home invasion going? I would be terrified if I saw that as well. Like I'm mostly chill with bugs, but don't get close to me. That's when I kind of like get the ick. That was funny though. I mean, that's scary. I'm pretty sure there's like a wasp nest that's been brewing on my balcony for the longest time. I just haven't done anything about it. I mean, I'm not gonna do anything about it. I am in a apartment complex. I can just ask maintenance, but I just haven't made any tickets. So that reminds me of a clip of some dude. It's like a redneck guy who has like a cup of gasoline. You might have seen it. And the dude just puts that cup of gasoline over a wasp nest and he takes him out like that. That's like that's crazy. What makes you think of that? I wouldn't trust myself to not get hurt. Okay, so for me to move the lathe, I just have to make sure that there is no other connection to it, or that nothing is crafting right now. So I'm just gonna hope and pray that that is the case. How many channels do you need? Just 2 for now. So I'm gonna move it somewhere that is okay. Can I move it there? No, not enough space. Oh, where would I put this? Right there. Okay. That's how you sound. Okay. It doesn't look like there's any lathe crafting. Oh, there totally is. That's not a lathe. That's a extruder, I think. Okay, I'm just gonna copy paste. Copy. Mark copy. Like that. Yeah. And then mark paste is over here. Mark paste. Like that. I think. Did I copy an extra block to the right? I don't remember. I did. So one more block to the right, I think. And to transform the paste is no. That way. I think, right? One way to find out. Oh, I should have done the move option. Oh, okay. It's supposed to be move option, sorry. Not copy paste. I am moving the whole thing over. It is moving. Yeah. Mark cut. Right there. Oh, I need to actually get this correctly. Why, that machine looked like a sheep? What are you talking about? Does it look like a sheep to you? To your right. Are you talking about this one? The matter manipulator quantum uplink? Or another one? A lot of machines. The one I saw in the corner of my eye. I'm trying to think which one looked like a sheep. It might be this one that you're talking about. Or that one. I don't know, actually. It's probably this one. That's funny. I mean, does that give you any ideas? Hmm? There it is. Okay, so we have moved this man over. Exchange, and then I can go you, replace you, that over here. Okay. Then if I want to give this channels, I have to. You might not have any channels actually. Let me see here. 30. I mean, if it says 30, then you have the channels for it. Heck are you connected to? Oh, okay, sure. Did I take down a machine here? I might have. But if you have channels, then uh I can totally just connect you over here. Oh, you also need power, right? Of course you need power. Duh. I'm gonna trust that I have the channel space for it. If I don't, skill issue. Okay, that device online, device online. Does it say 32 now? Yes. Okay, we're good. Then select 4x cable. Max amperage 32. Really? Do I even have the power for that? No idea, so I'm gonna do it. I guess a lot of it is transformed down on this line, so it's okay. It's still running on like a whole our legacy way of powering things, which is HSSS cables for UHV. But we are rich and we're using infinity wires from now on. Go. Okay. So we have moved the lathe over here. And really the main reason for that is to get more space for the, what do you call it, these guys? Yeah. The Nakodot reactors. That's what I was thinking of. All right, are they finished crafting? Oh, they're not too bad. You need to craft stacks at a time because you're cringe. You are waiting for the other one to finish crafting. So cancel you. See, this is also why I want to give crafting input buffers to everything at some point because it basically it like avoids you having to do this, increasing the recipe. There we go. So NAC reactors are completed, and then if I needed these radiation proof machine casings, which is how much do I have on me? 396. So 120 times 4 minus 396. Craft only 128. So this should be a little bit quicker. And then you. Oh, circuit 24. That's one of the old ones. So that one is over here. Yeah. Yeah. You just need to have the right circuit. Yeah, I'll fix this at some point. I don't really do anything about it. Okay, I think we got it. But I am going to have to copy things. So check it out. If I do set mode, copy, not cut, copy. I'm basically going to copy this whole setup here. Mark, copy. and then mark paste. So I think I can wall share again. Like that, I think. Let me make sure that there's nothing connected on the edges, because if there isn't, then I can totally set it up the exact same way. Yeah, that was gonna be fun. Man, this matter manipulator thing is so good. Why'd you turn red? Ever red block, whatever, could not find cover, advance or stone receiver. Oh, sure. Okay. And then if I try to do planning, plan all manual. Make sure that that didn't break though, because I need those. Look at this reactor power. And then I look up plan. Burning Lakes manipulator plan. Do it. Right, sure. And this will. It's actually kind of expensive, geez. Why is it expensive? What do you mean you need more radiation proof machine casings? I thought I crafted enough of you. Guess not. No idea. That's fine. So I'm going to. Okay, so you're missing covers. Oh, you even copy the covers. Oh, wow. Okay, so you need the redstone receivers internal. Advanced redstone receivers internal. Let's make a bunch of you. I like that. That's cool. Wait, so why do you need the radiation proof machine casings? You're already working. Decay warehouse. What? Oh, it's I bet you it's for that whatever. The radium stuff. The funny looking multi-plaque. Okay. No, I have no idea why it wants more casings, but I'm not gonna complain. I like how that looks though. But I'm gonna let this crafting for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break. But when I come back, I'll go ahead and play a little tune that I was thinking about. I'll talk more about it whenever it happens. So I will be right back. Take a quick break, get your water, sit up straight, stretch your legs. I will be right back. Let this craft. I don't know how well you can hear that. Behind there. Oh, they are.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
No.
Get upstairs, get upstairs, get upstairs, get upstairs!
I'm blaming you for this.
No, get upstairs! I told you to be careful!
I'm not surviving this, dude.
No! Oh, dude, I'm stuck inside.
No, you said it was safe. We can't put that on the cart, right? Or you can put it in the cart.
The cart?
It's right under you. It's right under you.
Let me know when to drop
The
it.
cards.
Drop it. You're good.
Okay.
That's not making it up here, bro. That's not gonna make it.
Oh my god.
Yo!
No.
You just brought this guy into the house, bro. That's crazy. He's trying to get his kill.
Did he just open the door?
That's crazy, bro.
No, wait.
No, he put
No,
it. He put it into the portal, bro.
One day, I will be pretty good at improv. One day. It takes a lot of practice, though.
Hello, are you here?
Name's Jessica.
Jessica? Oh! What the hell was that?
It doesn't like it when you say your name.
Dude.
Everything's.
What?
Oh, it moved the camera.
No, he's
Turn on the lights.
Yeah, I did. Wait, stop. I need to see the light. Bruh.
In-
bruh.
in- oh.
Bruh. Oh, there's something there. What is it?
Un zapato.
What does that mean, Allie? What kind of...
Oh no! Don't tell me. Hi. You really spelled my name. It's salt. Oh no. That's so funny. He does look kind of constipated.
It's 'cause, like, I'm standing up straight. Okay. First, go to the left, and then you see a board. And I guess we only have one guy level, so we're doing that one.
This
Okay.
is how I crouch. This is the button for crouching.
Leo, turn around.
Difficulty.
Look at us.
You want hardest or just
No, we're
medium?
gonna die.
Hello. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. So, I guess I'll talk about it when I'm actually in the camera, but so there's a couple other songs that I'd like to learn how to do. Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is that another cool thing about this instrument is that it's pretty cool to transcribe piano music. I don't know if that's the right word for it. But there's a couple of piano songs that I know, and they sound really nice on this instrument. I really like this instrument because it's very warm, and I guess the best way I can explain what warm means, I really don't know how to explain it honestly, but there's a lot of reverb, and this instrument, this is a practice one. It's not even a full, like the real deal, because there's like the real ones have these giant resonators on the bottom, and it really makes it echo. But even without that, you can still hear a lot of the echo, right? But anyways, this is one of the songs on piano that I know. I've talked about it before, but I haven't really played the full, like, more of it. It's called Nuvole Bianche. It's Italian, I think. I don't know how to pronounce Italian, so apologize for that. But it's by Ludovico Einaudi, and I think he writes music a lot for, like, movies and things like that, so you've probably heard this one. It's one of the first songs I learned on piano. It's a long time ago. This was like way back in early high school, and I still remember how to play it. There's a couple other songs, but it goes back to that same issue that I have with a lot of music. I don't have sheet music for anything, so I'm gonna be ordering some stuff and hopefully learn some more music for you guys. But that's what that was. Thank you. Hey, Sniffity, what's up? Is it warm in Celsius or Fahrenheit? What are you talking about? I was able to be heard, right? That's always the challenge when it comes to recording something on the instrument. I don't know if I'm actually heard. That's kind of just like a thing. And I also can't see chat at all because there's no monitor in the living room. Is it warm in Celsius or Fahrenheit? I mean, it's a purely I don't know how to explain that. Either way I say it, someone's gonna get mad, so I'm just gonna refrain. It's a purely metaphoric thing. Okay, so this guy is still crafting things. I don't even know what is trying to craft, honestly. Oh, you're trying to make a laser source hatches. So, how you doing, Sniffity, by the way? Never change. I try to place this now. Okay, so it was able to do the redstone receivers. Wow. It's a really pretty song, and like there's still more lore behind the whole song. I first heard it because of my cousin. My cousin also plays piano. He plays really well. I would say way better than I can. And he's also self-taught, which is really impressive. I'm technically self-taught, but I also have like actual. I guess lately now I am like I wouldn't say professional. It's more of a hobby, right? Because I did join those 2 bands, but I'm not like professionally trained, right? I guess what I'm trying to say is that he plays really well, and he was the one that introduced me to that song a long time ago. I found it really pretty, so I looked it up online. I was like, wait, this is a nice song, so let's play it. I don't remember the whole song. There's an intro and an outro, and I skipped like a good chunk of the music towards the end of it also. But if you're interested in the song, I will type the name of it. It's I think that's how you spell it. It's Italian, I think. So, it's White Cloud, right? But I don't know how to pronounce Italian. Sorry. I can pronounce Spanish, and I know Italian is kind of similar in some cases, but not totally. No, it can be different. It's a real pretty song, though. There's a couple of other piano songs that I know, but I haven't really tried playing them on the instrument yet, because one of them is Maple Leaf Rag by Scott Joplin, I think. That song is intense, and I can barely play it on piano, let alone instrument where I need like. Okay, so that's the other challenge with the marimba, right? This guy is I'm limited to 4, like chords of 4, and that's pretty much it. There is actually a Beyond K. Is that how you pronounce it? Why do you have an H there? Chill. No, I'm joking. By the way, there is a technique for 6 mallet grips, but basically every song I've ever played has only asked for 4 mallets. So I don't really haven't really tried holding 6 mallets, but it's possible. It's a little weird though. But I guess what I'm trying to say is that they are very different instruments. So even though it's like in the shape of a piano, they are very different instruments. So you can't necessarily play one song on the other one. It's at least not 100% accurate. Have you played a theremin? That's the one that's like wee 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 wee, right? You move your hand over it or something like that. Yes, yes, yeah. I've seen some instruments, but no, I haven't played that one. Okay, this guy's taking a while. You, sir, you're slow. Hurry up. If I stare at this long enough, it'll actually finish crafting faster. Trust me. Is there any ways to upgrade the circuit assembly line without adding like a million of them? Cosmic assembly, that looks funny. It's hilarious that these circuits aren't even like a thing yet. But you can like they're in NEI, but they have plans for this. Like this is literally a circuit that's like it doesn't even exist in this reality. That's funny. So there's a comment I got in one of the I think it was a couple episodes ago, one of the VODs, and they were pretty much saying like he kind of gave me like because I had asked what a baryon is, right? And I don't really understand it. And he pretty much just told me what a baryon was. So I was like, okay, cool. But then I thought about something. How does our in-game character know what any of this is? Like, how does he know how to do any of this hilariously complicated stuff? Like going outside the confines of this universe, right? Hey, Extreme. UV energy hash plus 32 cows will still be a bottleneck just for bios. I imagine. So, yeah, off camera, I'm gonna start planning for a mass production area, and it's going to be. I honestly don't know where to put it or how it's gonna look, but I do have band practice tomorrow, so after that, I'll try to plan out ahead what the next part of the base is gonna look like. So really, this central part, I call it central, but it technically isn't. But this part over here is for one-off crafts. So if I need something just to progress, I'll just put it down. But for mass production, I need to have a separate area. Somewhere where I have room to spam. Oh, by the way, Extreme, check it out. We have 8 NAC reactors. I'm gonna power these up. Because when I spam machines, I'm gonna dump tons of power into them, so I might as well also generate tons of power. So I'm kind of just waiting around for this to craft. Speaking of bottlenecks, right? It's taking forever to craft these circuits. I can probably just upgrade them right away, but there's not a lot of power going into this, I don't think. Yeah, you only have 16 amps of ew. Power is a bottleneck to not say time to wait. What? Sorry. And yeah, I agree with you, Sniff Idiots. It's just funny. It was just a random thought that I had. Like, how does our character know how to do any of this nonsense? It's funny. Like, what made our character like? Oh, I'm gonna make liquid space time. Like, what even is this? No, or is it? It's space time. What's it called? Yeah, molten space time. What does that even mean? Like, how does her character know how to do this, and how do you make it into an ingot? That's funny. It's just funny to think about. It's free but slow. Is it? My guy, that does not look free. Endgame GT&H players. Oh, it's free. Crafts DTPF. That's funny. Is Infinity free at some point? Oh, I'm guessing if you have More DTPF shenanigans, right? Oh, yeah. This is going to be fun. How far are we from the DTPF? No, that's not happening. That's not going to happen. That man's expensive. Plus, I'm not even counting the casings for this. Oh, we're gated behind UAV circuits. That's right. So, say it with me. Future problem for future burning. Really, I'm just kind of stalling for time to get until we get everything we need. It's basically just waiting for the laser sources. We probably don't even need that much power, honestly. You also need to craft every DTPF component on a regular ass line because of the 31 million EU tick. Really? Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh yeah. So like you can't even step up to this power, right? Because you can't even get UAV energy hatch until a while. Yeah. That's funny. Hurry up. So I guess while there's more people here, I was talking about it earlier, but really the main goal for moving forward, I want to be able to crafting input buffers faster so I can craft more crafting input buffers. So that's really what the next like the next major step, because I want a lot of these. Like I crafted 11, but they take forever to craft. So the next base expansion is going to be focused on making more machines, more parallels, so I can make this better. And then slowly but surely start replacing anything that could use a crafting input buffer. We already have a couple of them set up. Oh, by the way, finally, Mega Alloy Blast Melter. Oh, that's where our first one was. We got 2 of them. And then we have our space elevator as well. Has 1 of them. And hilariously, it's because it uses it to make more of them. So honestly, that's probably your best use for your first crafting input buffer is to put on the space elevator to make more of them. Are you done? Oh, you're waiting on emitters. That's what's taking so long. Check over here. Hey, yo, hurry up. Slow as heck. Okay. So another thing I'm going to need. Can I just give this one, like, can I share target hatches between multi-blocks? Is that a smart thing to do? Because I can totally condense a lot of things if I were to do that. So I don't know if that's like a good idea. Because we definitely don't make 8 billion, so... Because right now it's only 1 per 1. But I would imagine they can share. Or is that just asking for like weird bugs? It's probably best to not deal with it. Also, component ass line upgrade when? Can I craft the UEV component ass line casings yet? Easy. No, that's not happening. Reasonably, how cheap is this? It's probably this where it gets ridiculously expensive. You still use 2 UHV coals and end of UAV. Is that because this is too expensive or you just haven't done it yet? Because realistically, it's just a lot of infinity. Not a bottleneck if we just give it 8 billion. But the same can be said about anything, right? Oh yeah, it's easy just to give it like 8 billion power. How are you making so much power? Oh, you know what? That's another thing we can start looking for. Mark 4. I'm gonna bookmark it just to see what it needs, but we do want molten praseodymium and 40 NAC reactors 5. So it really is just spamming NAC reactors. That's pretty funny, honestly. So what's a good way to get this? I remember Jericho telling me about bottleneck is the refineries. Oh, okay. But I remember Jericho telling me that a good way to get this is you can use this to get more. Forgot about this whole carbon or whatever stuff. So you put 1 and do you get more of this? The depleted thorium is the one I was thinking about. I imagine it's thorium-based liquid fuel depleted cell. Right? And this is how you get praseodymium. But you also do replication. I haven't done any replication yet. But this seems like it's pretty strong. Oh, and I can even use indium combs to get more indium for whatever reason, even though it's also free, so who cares? Because at this point we have free indium through the space elevator, right? Yeah. So like I don't it doesn't matter. I only replicate Organocin and Prass. Depleted. But do you use that much I'm just gonna call it Prass. Do you actually use that much to warrant replication? Is this not enough? The thorium-based liquid fuel? You do use a lot of it. Oh, okay. So the argument you can say is if you make a net positive power, then why wouldn't you? All right, that's the argument I'm gonna use. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do some math to min max it. Have a dedicated UU matter setup that is designed just to produce more of it. Okay. Wait, in that case, it's basically ready. I can just do this. I think this is our next goal. Yeah, working towards Mark 4. And also the UHV capacitor. Okay. This is I think this is our next goal. To spam machines, I need more power. Or yeah, to spam machines with less power worries, I need a lot of power to begin with. It's cheaper, but it's annoying. So we'll try praseodymium. I'm getting used to saying it. Praseodymium, yeah. We'll play with replication. So that's going to be something off camera that should be ready. Then go ahead and put everything there. There we go. Okay. So I believe you're ready to go. Let me break this actually. Exchanging mode. Hang on. Are you using the 2.75% and 16x amplifiers? What are you talking about? So my UU matter setup is actually kind of sad. I've neglected it for a long time. Where is it? It's right here. it's just this. Oh, for the NAC reactors. Yes, I am. I can check over here. Yeah, you got liquid air, molten atomic separation catalyst, and cryothium's running low. I think that's just because some of the machines shut down partway. Let me check on this. Or, I mean, I don't think we're using this very fast. So where do I make this? I think it's this old fluid extractor. It's a fluid extractor. I don't remember which one though. Probably you. It could also be because I haven't done the cryothium combs. So, am I using it that fast? I wouldn't think so. I probably am using it that fast, right? Make my cryothium from the blazes or something in an EEC. So I use bees for this, but I can also make it like we have a ton of blizz out, or 20 million of this. So you're talking about this one, right? This might be what I end up doing for or blaze rods, but I also don't really get this from anything else. Yeah. So I might just make an EEC for this then for blaze powder. I also do blaze EEC. Okay, I don't really have any yeah, I don't really have a good EEC setup, but maybe I will, because we did work a little bit on, what do you call it, Ender IO. This is really our only one, and this one is used to make our Ender pearls. 31 million. I kind of forget. I forget that this guy exists. So I'm gonna be honest. Where do I even repair you? Right there. Okay, sure. Don't look at me like that. Okay, so we're gonna have to deal with this, or yeah, or just spam more cryothium beads. So here's the issue with the cryothium. I am making it, right? Yeah, I am. Cryothium dust. Do I have this at all anywhere? Am I using it anywhere though? I'm not. So yeah, you can, because this Mega APR is actually pretty good, because it doesn't speed up with power. It's going to run at 5 seconds regardless. The only thing that power does is it lets you fit more bees into there. So that's probably what I'm going to end up doing, is upgrading it and just giving more cryothium bees. Or, excuse me, the blizz bees. Yeah, but after a while, it becomes very easy, because I have the genetic template over here, and it automatically gives them like super good traits. So all I do is I get any bee, I copy that, and then I get a princess, copy that, and then it's basically ready to go. And I just need a purebred bee. There's an order to it. It looks like that's what I want to do though. So I can totally give it more the blizz bees. Is it cryothium, the one I'm looking for? Yeah. I guess I can show you an example of what I do. Like, we have a couple of these cryothium bees, but I don't think these have good stats, because these are kind of just there. Oh, they already have good stats. Never mind. But it's also their temperature and humidity tolerance that is annoying to deal with. So I will always just throw them into here. Is that not working? Hang on. I think it's that one. Okay, what happened here? You're not connected to power. I moved some things. That's why a while back. Ludicrous transformer. You connect you there, connect you there. And then I think you need a current facing. That'd be so funny, right? So you're supposed to be on mode blocks. Tile entities. It should be tile entities. Why are you not working? Is my Tesla tower shut down? That could be the case because we never use this. No, it's still working. Old faithful. This thing hasn't stopped running in forever. Yeah, let me fix this. The heck is going on? It's supposed to run instantly, but I guess it doesn't want to. Anyways, so we have two of these bees with really good stats, and now they have good tolerance as well. So it makes it like easy to deal with. And so all I have to do is find any princess, preferably pristine because it's easier to deal with, but it literally it doesn't actually matter. So all I have to do is just give it. Why aren't you working? Watch this. Watch this. If it don't work, just break it. And why are you on disable machine? Who did that? Probably Ritz. Okay. So now we have these random princesses. And all I have to do is make a purebred Cryotheum bee with these two. That's all I have to do. But because they have really good stats now, then I can just mass produce them until I get a purebred. Are you purebred? You're purebred. That's pretty much it. Bye. I don't care about you. And then I just need a purebred drone as well. Okay. Bye. I can actually combine it with this one over here. There it is. Okay, so now we have a bunch of drones here. These are all purebred. And then I just have to make this one a purebred Cryotheum bee as well. Now I check if everything is purebred. You're purebred. You're purebred. And I just need a couple of drones that are purebred. So that's it. And I'll just throw everything back in storage because I don't want to deal with it. Turn off speedy mode. Give one here. And then now we have a queen that is worthy of the apiary. So it's not that bad. And I can check their stats also. Really, the only thing we care about is longest lifespan and blinding production. That's all we care about for the apiary. So that's it. So now we have 2 more bees. Okay, so this is actually easier than EEC setup, I think, because then I have to go out of my way to find a blizz, and then I have to make a spawner, and then all that stuff. So I'm just gonna throw you guys into here. I only have room for 2 more, but things like indium is free. I can take that out and just make more bees, but we're gonna stick with 3 of them for now, and then we'll see if we have blizz issues. So yeah, the apiary is pretty good. I will admit that I kind of neglect it though. But thanks for bringing that up. I didn't think to check Angelic Cryotheum. Can I pump this? Imagine if we can just pump it. Yeah, I don't really want to craft this, so I'm not going to. Watch it for a little bit. Okay. So aside from that, I think that these guys are ready. Believe they're ready to set up. Let me clean this up actually. So now we have access to everything here. And then you're going to need AE2 connection. But you're connected over here. How many channels do you have? 23. You would work. So I would need to connect there, and then I would need to move all of the power into there. And I think what I'm going to do is just send it to another active transformer and then bring it over here. So that would be a couple more laser source hatches. No, target. So I would need 4 laser target hatches. 5, actually. And 5 laser source hatches. So these should craft a lot faster because we already have the parts available. At least the emitters. The emitters were the expensive part. Everything else is not that expensive. Never mind. Alright, this is going to take a while. So I think this might be a good time to wrap up the episode. This is an overnight craft. So what I'm going to do is actually break this so it doesn't mess with the signal. So I'm going to break you. So that way these 4 NAC reactors are not completed. That way it doesn't interfere with the whatever signal's going on in there. Just in case I don't want it to blow up. Okay. So a couple of things we'll do off camera is we'll let these laser targets and sources craft. I'm going to set them up basically the same way over here. And then, thanks Extreme for reminding me about this. Is there actually like different things we can use to keep this going? Tachyon rich temporal fluid is the next option, right? But that is 20 liters per second. Jeez. And then there's also a spatially enlarged fluid. So don't do that. How do you even get that? Tachyon rich temporal fluid cell. Ew. Never mind. Okay, so off camera, I'm gonna check on gelate cryotheum. Gonna craft a bunch of these laser stuff. I'm also gonna try to make progress on the capacitor because really the only issue here is buffers. So if I craft it in pieces, we should be able to get this. So this is gonna be a big craft, but it's gonna be off camera. So you guys don't have to sit around for it. Titanium plate, I just have to solidify this. In the plate mold. Right there. Okay. This is definitely a very big craft though. I don't have the crafting space for it, so I'm gonna craft it in pieces. So what am I gonna need for this? Fuel generators. We don't need fuel generators. That's easy to craft. It's basically all of the ultimate batteries, right? So maybe I'll just craft 1 battery at a time. Not even. Why? I need to craft 8 of these batteries, but it doesn't let me. Jeez. It's not the UHV circuits, right? Because we have a lot of those. We have 1,000, so it's not those. Energy clusters, field generators. Guess I'll craft you. Sure. Stop with the missing ingredient. So annoying. Everything else is okay. It must be the energy clusters then. I tried to craft this in Space Assembler, but then I realized, wait, I need space-time wire for this, so never mind. Not happening. So how expensive is each one? Are they really that expensive? Like, I don't see why it would be expensive. And this did get cheaper because we're crafting at least these in the Space Assembler. So if I try to craft the Lapotronic orbs, I think we do craft this in the assembler now. Yeah. Okay. Are they really that expensive though? Each one is 1. Wow. So if I try to craft like 10 of them, yeah, we can. That's kind of crazy though. Because each one needs 8 of these. That's what it is. And a bunch of UV circuits. So, one thing I can do to help out with the crafting is craft 10 batches of. Oh, okay, never mind. Can I craft 5,000? Yes, but in pieces. There it is. I need to upgrade our water also. Let it go for a little bit. Almost done. It's almost done. What even needs like what even wants water? That's funny. I'll upgrade our water also somewhere down the road. So we need to craft a lot of UV circuits. I think it's the issue. And then these guys, I don't know, make a stack. Water, of course you are. I'll figure this out off camera. Chances are we're gonna want that water singularity thing. There's a water cell, fluid infinity water storage. So I think this is what I want to make. That's not too bad, honestly. So I'll do that off camera as well. A lot of off camera things, right? But yeah, I think I'm gonna start making progress on the UHV capacitor and trying to store more power because we might as well, right? Yeah, because we don't have a lot of power anymore, like storage anymore. We're in the billions of generation, so this is technically only like less than 600 billion or less than 600 ticks, which is about what, 3 minutes I think of charging, something like that. I don't know. It charges very fast, in other words. So getting that UHV cell is going to be pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna come back on this, check on it every now and then request the UHV capacitor in pieces, and also check on gelid cryothium. We will ramp it up here for today. So I do have band practice tomorrow, which means the next episode will be on Friday. So keep an eye out for that. I try to set up the instrument again so I can play some more. I'm trying to bring this up more often because I do like to play music for you guys. So I'll try to do that more often. It's pretty fun. Anyways, we'll wrap it up here. For now, have a good night, and I'll see you guys on Friday. Take care. Thank you for your time and support, and bye-bye.